Hello everyone. I'll sit here and do what I used to do in Earth Spirit. Hopefully you can hear me. Just sitting out here with Kieran. He's right there. And I was going to try to do live, but then I have to go pick up my son. And I had all these things happen and it just was like, yeah, okay. I'm not going to do a live because you can't control how long a live is going to go typically. And so I thought, well, I'll do what I used to do, and that's sitting out here, and that's my element. Feet on the ground. Being out in nature, still feeling a lot of pain. I know we all, well, not all of us. And here comes a train, of course, so hopefully you can still hear me with the train. But there was something, Kim at Intuitive View, like Yarn, Kim at Intuitive View did a really great video yesterday, and she talked about something that I was thinking a lot about the narcissist and the empath, and how this was, no matter what happens, we have to deal with this, right? No matter what happens, we're in this situation, and it's the see all these distractions, see how what the universe does. So I'll keep going, hopefully you can hear me. This was, no matter what happens, we're having to deal with this, okay? And like I said before the election, even and this is all for entertainment purposes only, that it was a battle of good and evil, of light and dark. And that's why it would be kind of close, because it was all that dark energy was right here in this right now, and other times it's across the world, somewhere else, some other situation, but it was here, and it was a battle. It was a real battle. And I do feel that from Saturday morning until Wednesday morning at 3 a.m. when we all woke up, all of us empaths woke up and felt the pain. It was a psychic attack by Uten, with Elon's help, but it was Uten, the darkest one of all on Earth. And see, there's one narcissist, and the rest are his slaves. So Frump is a slave, Uten is a slave, Elon is a slave, Stephen Miller is a slave, all this for entertainment purpose only, but they're all slaves of the narcissist. They're all in the dark. And we're the empaths. And what do? We try to teach them, like I've tried so hard. But then we suffer, and they siphon off of us. And that's what Uten did. He blocked us, psychic attack, so that we couldn't pray, we couldn't manifest. I've told you guys that's what he's been doing. I've told you that. And but here's the thing, we all woke up and we felt pain. We felt pain all day, all week. That was the light of compassion, which is the only truth in the universe, is non-conditional love, compassion, love and light. The opposite of love is hate and fear. It's the non-universe. It's the non-universe, anti-universe. So we're lucky. We passed the test. We did our work. We have nothing to feel guilty about. When people say, oh, we should have left Joe in, like we had a choice. We should have left Joe in. We should have done this. We should have picked Shapiro for VP, or we didn't have a choice in any of that anyway. No, this was going to happen anyway. This was all planned anyway. This was planned. We still have a choice now. Time's running out, but we have a choice to count those ballots, especially in the swing states. We really have to push for that. And they'll see the discrepancy. I wonder, and this is for entertainment purpose only, Elon blew up one of his rockets, and I feel there was evidence that he blew up. I'll tell you what, a narcissist will never let you have evidence, ever. But he made a mistake. They were greedy. He and Frump were too greedy. It's so obvious that they cheated. For entertainment purposes only, they made it so obvious. It's so, there's like no way that you could think that that was a legit result. And I've told you how it happened, so I don't need to repeat all that. But yeah, we passed the test. We didn't do anything wrong. There's nothing we could have done. There's nothing to feel guilty about. We passed the test, and now it's time, like Kim said, that we take care of ourselves. Empaths, we need to stop trying to heal the narcissist. And I just have 444. It's our job now to let them have their bonfire of the vanities. And they've been fighting me. Like when I say this stuff, they come online and they get so mad at me. You're the hateful ones. You're the hateful ones. Yeah, right. Okay. I mean, they will convince you, they will gaslight you into thinking that black is white and green is red. They're in and I don't even want to say they're in a cult anymore. They chose this. They had all this time to choose the right thing, to choose love, but they can't. I guess they have to learn this lesson, and it's not our lesson to learn anymore, it's theirs. So they're gonna have their bonfire of the vanities. And I say this, just like Ukraine has always been protected, yes, they've had trouble, but they've mostly been protected. I feel like they'll protect us, and I feel like Archangel Michael and all the angels will protect. Surround yourself with white light, pink light, a bubble of protection. Protect America, protect the children, protect the immigrants, protect the women, and let them, the narcissist, the MAGA, let them see the trains talking. Let them have their karma now, and let them have their lesson. We didn't need to learn this. We don't need to learn anything. We're okay. They're the ones who have to learn. And they had all this time. So yeah, I don't want to say, oh, they're in a cult anymore. They had choices. They could have chosen differently. I mean, I was all over the place trying to change MAGA and trying to tell people not to vote for Trump. But, you know, I guess people just have to learn the hard way. And I still think there's a big chance that there's going to be a recount. And I feel like it was a setup, because I feel like they were listening to Trump and Elon, and they know a lot. But, you know, that's for entertainment purposes only. And they were just really sloppy about the whole thing. If you do a recount, check it with the tabulators. You'll see that ain't right. Things aren't matching up. But we have to have guts to do that. You know, here's the thing. I worked at the movie theater, and we had to count 9 registers between every set of shows. So that was 3 times a day, counting every single register. And if it didn't come up right with the receipt, you had to recount it. I worked at stores where they did inventory count once or twice a year, every single item in the store. They do tax audits on people. You can't tell me that they can't go count some ballots. If people tell you that's not possible, that's bull. You know what? It is possible, but it takes guts, and it takes people not being afraid, and also takes people not being lazy. And I do feel like people are all in the narcissistic fog, the gaslighting fog. I've been there. You have to fight that too. Yeah, the trains are really talking. There's a lot of change right now. But we are in that time where we can make this happen, or we just have to sit back and watch the destruction. And in a way, that's already happening. And again, it's not our lesson to learn. So don't feel bad. Don't take on their energy. We tried. We literally did everything, and they have chosen this. And it's like when last week after the election, I was at work, and I was just like, why did this happen? You know, and we were so close to paradise. And that's the thing. People are so afraid of light, of happiness, of healthiness. There's something Freudian in that, where people just are so afraid, and that's why they always choose the darkness, because the light's too bright and they don't feel they're worthy, so they choose the darkness to hide in. That's all I have to say about it. Stay strong, and we are protected. You were shown, if you felt that pain like we all did. We all woke up at 3 or 4 a.m. and we felt that pain, and we went through a grief. And it was like a rapture. All of us who have love and who care about other people would never want other people to suffer or have fear or go through any sort of pain. We passed the test. Whatever that rapture was, that pain that we went through was the pain of compassion. And that was like a rapture. And so what's left behind, literally, is them. And they have to now face the consequences. And it's not our lesson to learn. Thanks for listening.